Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers claim Jocelyn Joss Jacks, Eden McCoy, hasn't skipped town yet, but the clock is ticking after WSB Chief Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, dropped a bombshell. She's heading out for agent training, effective immediately. This curveball comes hot on the heels of Cyrus Renault's Jeff Kober mysterious disappearance, and the fans are side-eyeing the timing. Jack is dangling this WSB gig like a carrot, but Joss hasn't bolted yet. Joss' mom, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, is bound to start sniffing around for answers, and Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, just might have the puzzle pieces needed to tie it all together. Will Joss vanish before Carly catches wind, or will Anna spill the beans and blow up Jack's plan? Joss is still in town, but with Jack's orders ringing in her ears, she's got to cook up a solid excuse, and fast. How is she going to explain ditching school without raising red flags? Her family is nosy enough as it is, and then there's Kelly's, where she flips burgers on the side. Carly owns the joint, so Joss can't just ghost her shifts without a story. Will she spin some yarn about a girl's road trip, sans her girlfriends, or a last-minute internship? Jack might be pulling strings to cover her tracks, but Carly is hardly one to buy a flimsy lie. Carly is already on edge, and Anna just poured fuel on the fire by letting slip that Joss was at the PCPD earlier that day when Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, got nabbed, passionately vouching for his innocence in Cyrus' vanishing act. Carly's head must have been spinning. Since when does Joss account for Jason's whereabouts and behavior? The shock is still sinking in, and if Carly goes hunting for her daughter to get the full story, she might catch her just before Jack whisks her away. But if Joss slips out of town as planned, Carly is going to be left with a big fat "where's my kid?" problem. We can expect that Carly isn't going to sit idly by without demanding answers. Anna's spy instincts are probably firing off, and she might be the key to cracking this case wide open. Joss Sutton training orders reek of Jack's classic WSB moves. Strike fast, yank your asset, and leave the chaos behind. Anna knows her old co-agent's game, and she could start connecting the dots. Joss PCP stunt, Cyrus exit, and now this rushed departure. Will she let Carly spin her wheels, chasing a daughter who seems to vanish into thin air? Or will she clue Carly in on the man she warned her not to cozy up to months ago? If Anna spills, Carly might storm the gates to keep Joss safe from Jack's clutches. How do you see this shaking out? Port Charles is no stranger to shocking disappearances, but when Jocelyn Jacks goes missing just as Cyrus Renault is mysteriously taken out of the picture, panic spreads like wildfire. As Carly Spencer scrambles for answers, she turns her wrath toward Anna Devane, demanding to know if the WSB's involvement has put her daughter in danger. With emotions running high, secrets unravel, alliances shift, and a dark force lurking in the shadows threatens to turn everything upside down. Cyrus eliminated, but at what cost? For months, Port Charles has been on edge with Cyrus Renault back in action, playing his twisted games under the guise of redemption. His so-called reformation fooled some, but not Carly, nor Sammy Corinthos, who kept a close eye on him, waiting for the inevitable moment Cyrus would strike again. And then, it happened. Just when it seemed like Cyrus was making another power play, he vanished. Some whispered that Sunny finally took care of business. Others speculated Selena Wu had her own reasons for making him disappear. But the truth was far murkier than anyone expected. Anna, ever the investigator, had been running a silent operation with the WSB. She had her own suspicions about who might want Cyrus gone, and why. But before she could get to the bottom of it, another crisis struck. Jocelyn Jacks was nowhere to be found. Jocelyn's mysterious disappearance. Joss had been at Kelly's diner the night before, catching up with Trainer Robinson and venting about her frustrations with Dex's departure from Sunny's organization. She had mentioned wanting to meet someone later, someone she was sure had the answers about the chaos brewing in Port Charles. That was the last time anyone saw her. When Trina tried calling her the next morning, Joss's phone went straight to voicemail. At first, everyone assumed she was just avoiding the tension with Carly. But as the hours passed, it became clear. Something was seriously wrong. Carly's motherly instincts kicked in hard. She retraced Jocelyn's steps, grilling Trina, Cameron Weber, and even Dex, though he swore he had no idea what was going on. But the most chilling part: Joss's car was still parked near the waterfront. Her keys were missing, but there were traces of blood near the passenger side door. Carly's heart pounded in her chest. This wasn't just Joss being reckless. This was something far worse. Carly confronts Anna. "What do you know?" With Joss missing and Cyrus gone, Carly's gut told her it wasn't a coincidence. There had to be a connection, and if anyone had the resources to find out what the hell was going on, it was Anna Devane. She stormed into the PCPD, eyes blazing with fury. "Where is my daughter?" Carly demanded, slamming her hands on Anna's desk. Anna, who had been poring over a classified WSB report, looked up, her expression tight with concern. "Carly, I understand you're upset, but don't patronize me, Anna. My daughter is gone, and I know the WSB has been running something on the side. Did you have Cyrus taken out? And if you did Joss get caught in the middle of it?" Anna exhaled, standing. "Cyrus was being monitored by the WSB, yes, but we didn't make a move on him. He disappeared before we could act." Carly's stomach twisted. That meant someone else had handled him. And if Joss had been near the waterfront and there was blood. "Tell me you're looking for her," Carly said, voice breaking just a little. Anna's gaze softened. "We are. I'd already have agents tracking her last movements. And Carly, I swear to you, I will bring her home." But Carly wasn't one to wait. She would tear the city apart herself if she had to. Sonny's warning, and the return of a ghost from the past. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos wasn't staying on the sidelines either. He had his own suspicions, especially when he received an untraceable message that made his blood run cold. Cyrus wasn't the only one playing a game. "You should have seen this coming. V." Sonny immediately recognized the signature. It had been years since he last saw her, but if this was who he thought it was, they were all in deeper danger than they realized. Victoria V. Ashford. A former WSB operative turned rogue assassin, V had a history of manipulating power players for her own agenda. If she was back in the mix, and if she had Joss, there was no telling what kind of chaos was about to unfold. Sonny shared his concerns with Carly, who felt like she was going to explode with fear and frustration. "Why would she take Joss?" Carly asked, pacing the Corinthos living room. Sonny clenched his jaw. "Because V doesn't just go after people. She goes after leverage. And Jocelyn? She's the perfect bargaining chip." Jocelyn fights for survival. Somewhere in an abandoned warehouse, Jocelyn slowly regained consciousness. Her head throbbed and her wrists were tied. A single dim light flickered above her. She wasn't alone. A woman in black leather, piercing blue eyes locked onto Joss, smirked from the shadows. "You're tougher than you look," the woman mused. "Your mother would be proud." Joss narrowed her eyes. "Who the hell are you?" The woman stepped closer. "Let's just say, I'm someone who needed a little insurance policy, and you, sweetheart, are the perfect piece in my game." Joss struggled against her restraints. "If you're working for Cyrus..." The woman cut her off with a laugh. "Cyrus? Please. That man was a means to an end. I have bigger plans, and trust me, your mommy and daddy are going to do exactly what I want, if they ever want to see you again." The race against time. Back in Port Charles, Anna, Sonny, and Carly formed an uneasy alliance, determined to track down who had taken Joss and why. Sonny called in favors from every contact he had. Carly turned to Jason Morgan, who had been keeping a low profile but would never ignore a call for help. And Anna used her WSB ties, though she had a nagging feeling this was a game she should have seen coming. With every passing hour, the stakes grew higher. The clock was ticking, and Jocelyn's life was hanging by a thread. But one thing was for sure, Carly wouldn't stop until she got her daughter back. And if anyone thought they could mess with the Spencer Jacks Corinthos family and get away with it, they were dead wrong. What happens next? Will Jocelyn escape before it's too late? What does V really want, and how is she connected to Cyrus's disappearance? Will Carly, Sonny, and Anna be able to stop a new villain before they lose Joss for good? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.